Hi everyone, and a warm welcome. I am Gilbert Lepadato, your Senior Solution Architect for Amazon QuickSight. I am pleased to be here with you for today's tutorial. We are going to take a close look at one way of integrating Amazon QuickSight with Slack. This integration will enable you to use a variety of QuickSight commands directly in Slack, which streamlines your data interaction and management without the need to flip back and forth between the two services. So let's get started and see how these two tools can enhance your workflow with simplicity and efficiency. First, let's talk about the two services. Amazon QuickSight. Amazon QuickSight is a fast, cloud-powered, and fully managed business intelligence service that makes it easy to draw and deliver insights to everyone in your organization. It enables the creation and publication of interactive dashboards or paginated reports, integrating smoothly with other AWS services and various data sources. Slack, on the other hand, is a channel-based messaging platform that streamlines communication within teams by facilitating file sharing and collaboration. The integration methods between Slack and QuickSight include email integration, sending reports and alerts directly to your Slack channel from QuickSight. Trigger Lambda functions executing customized QuickSight actions within your Slack channel via Slack commands. And AWS Chatbot. It operates as a ChatOps tool within AWS, enabling communication and command execution through chat clients. It supports notifications from AWS services, optimizing monitoring and problem-solving processes. This tutorial will focus on the integration using AWS Chatbot. What is AWS Chatbot? First of all, we need to mention that AWS Chatbot works with other services as well, not just QuickSight. AWS Chatbot enables the execution of AWS CLI commands in chat channels with appropriate parameter and permission checks. It also enables sending of event and alarm notifications using Amazon SNS topics. Direct responses to service inquiries in chat with excerpts from AWS documentation and support articles by AWS Chatbot. The utilization of AWS Resource Explorer by AWS Chatbot for detailed resource-related information retrieval and display. Support for services such as AWS QuickSight, Amazon CloudWatch, AWS Billing and Cost Management, and AWS Security Hub. After you enable the integration, you can get a list of the AWS Chatbot commands that you can get by running at AWS-help in the Slack channel. This is how it would look like. This is a preview of what we are trying to achieve. Once the integration is enabled, you can start by entering at AWS QuickSight-help in your Slack channel to get a list of all QuickSight commands you can run in Slack. The response will include more contextual help on how to correctly run an operation in Slack. Additionally, in your Slack channel, you can ask questions about QuickSight, such as, how do I list all dashboards using CLI? The response will include multiple links to the relevant documentation. You can also run QuickSight commands in Slack. In this example, we are running list dashboards to get a list of all QuickSight dashboards available in the account. In what follows, I will walk you through the steps of enabling AWS Chatbot in your Slack channel to work with Amazon QuickSight. Let's start with the first step, setting up the AWS Chatbot. First, go to your AWS console and navigate to the AWS Chatbot service. Then, select Slack in the Chat Client drop-down on the AWS Chatbot console's homepage. Authorize AWS Chatbot to access your Slack workspace, and if you have multiple workspaces, select the one you want to use for this integration. Next, choose Configure New Channel and enter a configuration name. Select the desired channel for command execution. For private Slack channels, obtain the channel URL by going back to Slack and right-clicking the channel name in the left sidebar, and then selecting Copy Link from the context menu. Define member permissions using either channel IAM role or user roles, ensuring permissions for QuickSight actions are allowed. AWS Chatbot offers two methods: channel IAM role, where all members of the channel share identical action permissions, or user roles, requiring each member to select an IAM role for actions. Choose the channel IAM role or user roles based on your security requirements and channel objective. For further details on permissions, please refer to AWS Chatbot documentation. The channels or users IAM role should have permissions allowing certain or all QuickSight actions. Specify what actions the channel or the user are allowed to perform in Slack. Here is an example of a policy allowing all actions in QuickSight on all QuickSight resources. Guardrail policies provide a fine-grained control over channel participant permissions and AWS Chatbot operations, taking precedence over user and channel roles. Again, this is a very important point. I would like to highlight that the guardrail policies take precedence over user and channel roles. One note I would like to make about guardrail policies is that the AWS service roles IAM policies cannot be used as guardrail policies. Once you have configured everything, go back to Slack. In the channel you just configured to work with AWS Chatbot, you should see a message notifying you that AWS app has just been added to the channel. If you do not see the app already added to the channel, just enter @AWS in Slack. You should be prompted to approve adding the app to the channel. If you opted for user-based role, then you need to choose an IAM role for user-level command execution. This is the message you should see when adding AWS to the channel. If necessary, reauthorize AWS Chatbot for the selected Slack workspace. To select a role for user role Slack permissions, do the following. First, click Choose User Role. Your account number will pop up as a Slack response. Click your account number in Slack's response. This will take you to the AWS console in the AWS Chatbot configuration page. There, pick a role you have permissions to assume. Approve if necessary, the AWS Chatbot's request to use the role in Slack. Now that AWS Chatbot has been enabled in your Slack channel with the right permissions to run QuickSight commands, you can start by entering at AWS QuickSight --help to view all available commands. You can now start running all kinds of commands. In this example on the screen, we run a command called list dashboards. This lists all the dashboards that we have in our QuickSight account. You can run commands such as listing dashboards or anything else. Like you can also run commands that query specific dashboard names with the appropriate parameters. AWS Chatbot can respond to natural language inquiries about AWS services by consulting the AWS documentation and support libraries. Again, ensure the associated IAM role has the necessary permissions for various service inquiries. Here are two examples of questions you can ask. How do I change the spice ingestion schedule? How do I change the spice ingestion schedule using API? Again, you can run those API commands directly from the Slack channel. You can also use SNS, Simple Notification Service, to send CloudWatch notifications to Slack channels. If you create an SNS client for a Slack channel, you can use this client directly as a target in the workflow for creating a notification role. This is the easiest way to set up operational notifications to appear in Slack channels. And with this concludes our today's tutorial. I hope you liked it and found it useful. I am excited for you to start exploring all the cool ways the AWS Chatbot and QuickSight and Slack integration can boost your team's efficiency and make your daily tasks a breeze. Wishing you loads of fun and success as you dive in. Here is to smoother workflows and even better collaborations ahead. Good luck and enjoy your newfound integration superpowers.